All right, good people. How are we doing on this What Up Wednesday edition of the show of Who's to Blame, the podcast? Hope everyone is doing well out there in the good time and the good space, making sure that everything is doing all right and okay wherever you may be or should be doing or whatever that may be already in the building. That's one of my favorite things to do. Already in the building. Already in the building. And for sure, it will be one of those good people. Good people. All right, good folk. Welcome to the show. And how are we doing today? Got high fives in the building? Chest bump? Mm, let's hug it on out. Oh, there we go. Gotta hug it on out. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. You can find us on Facebook, Who's to Blame, Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, and YouTube Dre Montez as well. And this is episode 259 of Who's to Blame, the football. I'm sorry, of Who's to Blame, the podcast. And this episode here of 529, it is football time. It is definitely football time. But it's from all over the place what I mean by that. But before we get into the show, I want to tell everyone that's celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're just feeling good about some things, hey, we got your back. We told you could do it. Huh? The support system is real and it's there. All you got to do is believe it. If you believe it, you can believe it. And everybody need to stop believing it. I think that's what they tell people. They tell people to believe stuff like that. I do believe that for sure. All righty, in the building. Little footnotes for the day. We're going to let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. You want a good laugh before we get into the show? Social media can always give it to you and bring it to you. Whether it's a video, whether it's a meme, or whether it's just a catchphrase. And I know relationship status out there for people all over the place. They in one, they out of one. It's complicated. You understand. None of your damn business. But I saw one 5 minutes before the show. 5 minutes before the show. It said, at this point, I'm considering getting in the van. what, what is what is going on out there? If someone, I'm considering getting in the van. I'm really considering getting in the van on this at this point. Yeah, I'm getting in the van. You know that's basically saying you done thrown in the towel. What's going on out there that you're considering getting in the van? Who's to blame? When I say who's to blame, it's football time. I don't mean just watching football. I'm talking from Pop Warner, getting the kid up, getting out to the field. You're seeing your child play this game for the first time. You're getting a little emotional, knowing we know about contact sports now. You had a choice, you had a decision. Certain leagues you get into, you find out about this whole coaching aspect. These parents out there, is it really like that? Are baby mamas really sleeping with little league coaches and youth football to get more time for their kids? If it was on Netflix, it's true. Allegedly, anything on Netflix is true. But that's how times are. Then you figure out they still got it. You don't want to be over coaching, over parenting, but you still want to be there. Was that too hard? Do I really take my spit and wipe that off my baby face? Yeah, that's your child. You can do that. But the parents there, the camaraderie, all these different leagues and organizations. I'm talking about the Pop Warner Little League football. I mean, it starts there. They have the audacity to have these games on Saturdays and Sundays. The bravery, the fact that parents are there, I applaud you. And you get to middle school. Oh, middle school football. Oh, now you're getting a taste of things. You got puberty, you got sports, And you got to figure out, is this what you want to do? It hits you all right here between 6th and 8th grade. It hits you like bam, boom. You're figuring out if your kid is it worth it, this money, my time. You're wishing your kid was older so they can drive themselves to practice. You're wishing they were older so they can get a job and support this expensive sport and equipment. But it's not going that way. Who's to blame? Then next up, we have my all-time favorite, high school football. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it was like the days of yesteryear. The way high school sports reflected upon football in the 70s and 80s and 90s here in the Midwest was a different type of story. They can't even begin to capture it the way that Friday Night Lights did, which was a very impressive film and television series. But here in the Midwest, we have our own story to tell too. And one day Hollywood will listen. But until then, all we can do is utilize the barbershop, point at old photos, social media, vintage video. Look at your uncle. Look at your daddy. Look at your mama being a cheerleader when I was playing ball back in the day. It all comes together on this level of high school football. And high school football does not remotely close look the way we thought it would look, assumed it would look in the days when we first started out liking sports and getting into football. It's like the Taj Mahal of sports cathedrals, some of these institutions, whether privately, public, whatever it may be. These football powerhouse schools and fields they play at, something I never thought I would see here in my own town and city. And the talent itself, the freshmen look very young and very petite. You get to them sophomore to them seniors, what are they feeding these kids? And the uniforms and the support. A good buddy of mine made a good point. He took his kid to his very first high school football game last week. And he pointed out to his kids, you see all these people here? They're here to see these different groups are here. You got the cheerleaders, you got the glee club, you got the marching band, you got the pep rally squad, you got the players itself, you got the mascots, all these people to support them, as well as the players and the coaches. So when you go to a high school football game, I want you to take all that in. I want you to take all that in. Because that's a support system that I've ever seen in my life. In my day, high school football was played on Saturday mornings. Now it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays with high school sports. And it seems to be a popular thing that's going on well, but it's football time. And everybody is getting into it. Moms are doing research. They're trying to learn about fantasy football as soon as possible, the position, the skill set, what my child needs to eat to play this game. They're getting all involved. And now that huge decision comes up right there in high school. Are we going to the next level? You got to have that talk with dad or your grandpa, your great uncle, or whoever is responsible for you on the male figure side. You got to get that out there to figure out, are we going to the next level? Because now the game has changed now. Read any news article you can find the past 5 years about going from high school to college football. It all is not a Disney movie, a Hallmark movie, a back-to-school special. Hell, even Netflix. But there's a story. It can be done the right way, or you can go in there with some curiosity, but still do some investigating reporting for yourself. Parents and athletes themselves, or someone close enough to the kid that's going to the next level. But it's football time. Who's to blame? Us. We put this pressure on ourselves to get ready and prepared to be a part of something we cannot control, the outcome of the game. I'm talking about the naysayers, the watchers, the fans, the people that love this gridiron game that we call football. In college is a whole different level. From going to college football games to being in a town that has no professional team, the only thing they rely on is high school football and college football. It's a different type of atmosphere. The conversation is different. The feel, the love, the appreciation, the satisfaction, the therapy. It's therapeutic in towns like that. All they have is high school football and college football in that town. It's a beautiful thing. Some great movies been made about towns like that. Hey, Earl, how you think your boy gonna do this evening? Well, Philip, he's gonna be half the damn player your boy is. conversations like that. But it's fun. Now you get to the point of watching college football. You want to be a part, you want to feel like you're there with those kids, like you're on the field, like you a part of that college institution. That's why we don the colors. We wear that raggedy ass hat for no reason at all that was given to us by someone in our bloodline that believed in that team, college or school or university. And we somehow think if we put that on, we're going to carry that tradition on. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't work, we blame everyone else. But the biggest culprit in the building, the team. The team, that's the last thing we want to do is blame our team when our team loses. That's the last thing we want to do. But sometimes it happens. It turns out to be that way. Whether it's a rivalry game, whether it's a game you've been wanting to see this matchup out of conference, sometimes a little bit more than what you thought it was going to be. It's what they call, you bit off more than you can chew, boy. But you sit back and you take it. And you go through this process of this whole football experience of getting through it because it's football time. Who's to blame? It's all over the place. This is one of the very few times I can remember the different ways they're trying to get people involved in football. I don't care what level. If you have a smart television at home, there's a channel on there. There's youth football. There's a documentary on how to cheer for football games as a parent. There's football advice for the same-sex parents if you have a football athlete in your home. They're trying to give you tools and resources to help you out how to cheer or go to a football game. I think that's pretty impressive, trying to get people involved in the game on all kind of levels. Anything you want to find about the game of football, I think is out there. And we know how they're doing this on streaming services. We learned the hard way how they can take a game away from you and you have nothing to do with it. You've done all you can do. You've paid your bills. The bills say this amount a month. I paid it. I don't understand how you get into an argument. I haven't done my part, and now I'm being punished. I had nothing to do with that. Where is that? Where's our reparations for that? I think the NFL and all local cable providers should give the NFL household the NFL Sunday ticket for free for the remainder of the year. I'm just proposing that because what happened the first week of the NFL was not fair. Everyone did not get to see their game in their local market due to what happened with Fox, Disney, and ESPN. A lot of people didn't get the pregame show that they love to watch with ESPN. And that's therapeutic itself right there. Let's talk about that. NFL, who's to blame? At what point should we be directed to another department to take our complaints to when there's an issue with the NFL other than Roger Goodell when it comes to customer satisfaction of the product that we want to see? And we're not getting the product the way we want to see it. Can we sue? Fans put together class action lawsuits all the time when a team does not meet up to their demands. We're suing. Let's Bob, Stephanie, Tim, Reggie. Let's get a group together and let's go out and sue all our sports franchises did not live up to the expectations of us. How about that? Does that make any sense at all? It does. It does to a certain degree. I get it. The frustration of not winning. The frustration of not winning can be very, very, very painful at times. I've been through some pretty gruesome, how can I put this, experiences of dealing with the loss or lack of competition, for sure. This is Who's to Blame, the podcast. I'm your host, Dre Montez. Going to take a short break. Have a word from our sponsor. Be right back.
Mountain Man Screw. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
Ooh-wee! Welcome back, good people. It is What Up Wednesday here on the show. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for tuning in, saying hello and stopping by and saying, Dre, what you doing today? I tell you what you should be doing tonight. Get you some karaoke on. Oh, get you some karaoke on and some dancing, whatever you got to do. Check out my man Chris. He'll be at the Haunt this evening. Variety DJ Services and Solutions. Check him on out. The scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Get your microphone ready. Get your dance routine ready. Gonna get it in for sure. And also, Waterloo, I'm coming. I'm coming. Big Rod's Roadhouse. I'm coming over there to see you soon. Big Rod's Roadhouse in Waterloo. We got some things working in the kitchen. Also, each and every Monday here on this same channel, Bat Channel, that is. Don't forget to check out at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, each and every Monday. D&D, Don't Get Butthurt. We got that coming to you each and every Monday, and we have had some fun. We're coming up on our third show this Monday, so be sure you tune in to that at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We also have a group page on Facebook, D&D, Don't Get Butthurt. You can join today for sure. All right, good people. As I said, it's football time, and that's what we're talking about this podcast episode. And it's football time. I think everybody is involved now. You got kids playing at a young age. You got middle schoolers, high schoolers. You got kids in college level playing ball. And then you may have a family member in your own household that may be on an NFL level. But when I say it's football time, I cannot forget about us, the fans. The fans. The first full weekend of football, we just surpassed that. It went damn good. It went damn good. I was impressed. I was highly motivated, even though my team lost. State your name, Dre Montez, 1982 Bronco fan. We shat the bed, but that's okay. It's one game. Sounding like an old cliche coach now. Oh, it's only one game, fellas. You know, we got to do what we can. Damn that, we should have won the game. But it's football time. And it gives new ideas to your setup. We now have the ability with YouTube to watch up to, depending on the size of your home and your television, you can watch every game in your home. Every game in your home with minimum 4 TVs, 3 TVs. Minimum. That is beautiful. That is all we've been trying to get done forever. Don't you like when they finally listen to you? Whether they know it or not, they finally heard us. Fellas, I think we have a win in this category. They finally gave us the sports grid in our own home. Remember, they teased us with it a few times, but no one could really understand it. It is the most beautiful gadget device in sports history. MLB does it. The NFL does it. College basketball does it. NBA done it a few times, but I'm loving it across the board. I love the sports grid. Don't take that away from me. I mean, that is, can you imagine you work all week, all you're looking forward to is football time. You get home, you get in your favorite recliner, get your TVs on, you getting ready to watch Steelers game. They say blacked out. What? You calling your buddies? Hey, can you get the game? Hey, put your daddy on the phone. Hey, put your husband. I Marshall. Yeah, put your husband on the phone. I bet you were texting. You probably called one of your kids. Is something wrong with the TV? And by the time you figured out, you're pissed. We need to prevent that. We need this. This is therapeutic. From August to February, there should be no issues. It should be a clean slate household. Shouldn't have to tell nobody to do any chores. Shouldn't have to say, where's the remote? You shouldn't have to do any of that. But we get caught up in the moment. But cheering for the game of football, meaning it's football time, is so much fun. Whether you got a little baby son of a bitch out there running on the field on Friday mornings and Saturday mornings, on the afternoons, midday, whatever it may be, or you're just rooting for the game because you love the game of football. Some do it for gambling. Some do it for bragging rights. But in the end, someone's yelling somewhere when football is being played. I think we ought to bring the high five back in public, the real high five. Run and jump. I want the real one, not that stand still. Let's bring the real high five back. Slap me some skin. Let's bring that old 70s slogan back. Slap me some skin. There you go. Let's bring some things back and let's get rid of some other things. Chest bumping is out the window unless it's two women, 38 double Ds and up. That's it. Other than that, running high five, we're bringing that back. We're also bringing back just for 1 month cutoff overalls, just for 1 month. We'll bring those back. 1 month. The judges are out there and they said they want them back. Somebody's going to work. I don't know what you got going on this Saturday, but they have a fundraiser going on at Friendly's in South City at 3503 Roger Place. Friend of the show, an employee of Friendly's, lost his daughter last month, Mr. Phil. They're going to do a fundraiser for his daughter, Ollie. So it'll be going on at 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. this Saturday. It is dog-friendly, kid-approved. Or is it kid-approved and pet-friendly? Or is it kid-friendly and pet-approved? You can take your dog there. How about that? Raffles, lots of food, lots of giveaways, lots of great people, great atmosphere to watch some football and yell at the TV for your favorite team. Great food, great atmosphere, and staff. Again, Friendly South City, 3503 Roger Place this Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. An awesome and amazing fundraiser is coming up for a great cause as well. Want to spice up your life? Siegfried's Liquid in Lace, 6839 Gravois. Sometimes it's not just for her. It can be for the both of you. Oh, there we go. Right there. We getting it in for sure. As I said, Big Rod's Roadhouse in Waterloo. We're coming. All sorts of things are going on throughout the week. This weather, take advantage of it. Take advantage of this weather. Get outside. Take your shoes off. Put the cup of coffee in your hand and just stand there and take a gander and just say, who's to blame? Let it all soak in. It'll make sense to you one of these days. At least I hope so. If not, don't say we didn't try. Don't say we did not try, because we did. As I said this evening, don't know if you're doing anything, but they have karaoke going at the Haunt in South City. Music provided by my man Chris, and Variety K DJ services and solution. The K is for karaoke. Hey, karaoke. Hey, or as I like to call it, karaoke. Ain't nothing wrong with a little karaoke. Every now and then, a little karaoke is needed in your life. People need karaoke. Karaoke on 3. 1, 2, 3. Karaoke for sure. All right, good folks and good people. Always, like I tell you, thank you for tuning in and listening to another episode of Who's to Blame, the podcast, episode 529. It's football time. I'm going to have one more word from our sponsor, TMS, to make sure you guys are A-OK and let you know that there's always someone out here looking out there for you in your best interest at heart. Be right back with a word from our sponsor, TMS.
St. Louis, are you suffering from depression? Our advanced mental health treatments offer support to those facing depression. Supported by science and over 1 million treatments administered, a countless number of lives have been revitalized with our newfound healing process. Because your well-being matters, we have 2 convenient St. Louis locations dedicated to your transformative pursuit of mental wellness. We understand the importance of informed decisions. Research, discover, and take the first step toward a brighter tomorrow. Visit PalmierTMS.com to uncover more about our non-drug treatment for depression, covered by all major insurance plans. Let us stand by your side on this journey towards mental wellness. Contact us today.
All right, good folk, good people. Hump day, as they say. Hump dizzy, as they say. Is hump day still the same like it used to be? Bring hump day back. We need to bring that back. We need to bring Waza. No, still can't bring that back. But we gave it a try and a shot for sure. But folks, as I said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. They make a left turn. And you can always do something better to appreciate the details of the day. Don't forget that. Always appreciate the details of the day. No matter what, you get some out of it one way or another. If not, we shall figure it out. But thank you again for tuning in to Who's to Blame, the podcast. You guys enjoy, and thank you again for listening to today's show. Peace.